So, good morning everyone. So, we will continue with the last lecture. Okay. So, there are few problems remain on trigonometric functions. So, we will start with that. So, now we have to find the value of sine inverse minus half plus cos inverse minus root 3 by 2. So, we know that sine inverse of minus theta, sine inverse of minus theta is again minus sine inverse theta. Sine inverse of minus theta is equal to minus sine inverse of theta, and cos inverse of minus theta is pi minus cos inverse theta. So we will use these two results to simplify this. So sine inverse minus half. First I will write it again. Sine inverse minus half plus cos inverse minus root 3 by 2. So for this we will use the first result. So it will be simplified as sine inverse of minus theta is equal to minus sine inverse of theta, that is half sine inverse of half plus what is cos inverse of minus root 3 by 2. Cos inverse of minus theta is pi minus cos inverse of theta. Therefore we can write here pi minus cos inverse of theta. Minus theta will change to theta, that is root 3 divided by 2. So now we know these values, that is sine inverse of half and cos inverse of half. We know that sine 30 degrees is equal to what? It is half. What is 30 means pi by 6. Similarly, cos 30 or cos pi by 6 is again it is root 3 by 2. So we can write minus of pi by 6 minus of pi by 6, that is value of sine inverse of half plus pi minus what is cos inverse of root 3 by 2. It is cos inverse of root 3 by 2 will be pi by 6. So pi minus pi by 6. So this minus pi by 6 minus pi by 6, it will be minus 2 pi by 6. That is this pi minus 2 pi divided by 6. Pi minus 2 pi divided by 6. So we will get 6 into pi, that is 6 pi minus 2 pi divided by 6, which is equal to 4 pi divided by 6. 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. So the answer is 2 pi by 2. But it is not directly written here in the options. We have to convert it in the form of cos inverse of sine inverse. So we know that 2 pi by 3. What is value of 2 pi by 3? It's cos inverse minus half. Cos inverse of minus half. If you solve this, you can understand that what is cos inverse of minus theta. Cos inverse of minus theta is pi minus cos inverse of half. What is cos inverse of half? Cos inverse of half is pi minus. What is cos inverse of half? It is cos inverse of half is 1 by 3 pi. So we have cos inverse of the answer, cos inverse of minus half. Now next question. Sine 6 degree. We have to find the value of sine 6 degree, sine 54 degree, and sine 66 degree. Then sine 6 degree, sine 54 degree, sine 66 degree. If you look closely, you can understand that with this we can replace the sine 54 by sine 60 minus 6. Okay, sine 60 minus 6. And for this part, for sine 66, we can write sine 60 plus 6. Okay, sine 60 plus 6. So here it is sine 60 minus 6. For this, it is sine 60 plus 6. We have replaced this, and now we will try to solve it. So there is one formula to solve this, and that formula is like this: sine theta, sine of theta into sine 60 minus theta into sine 60 plus theta is equal to, this term is equal to 1 by 4 sine 3 theta. Okay. What is the value of theta here? It is in this formula, is in this example value of theta is equal to 6 degrees, isn't it? And therefore by this formula we can write 1 by 4 sine of sine of 3 into 6 sine of 3 theta means 3 into 6 sine of 3 theta, that is 1 by 4 sine 3 theta is sine 1 by 4 sine into 3 into 6 is 18 degree. Sine 18 degree, how can we solve that? Sine 18 degree is 1 by 4. You see, this is the correct answer, but it is not given in the any option. So we will convert this to cos theta. So what is sine? How can we convert sine theta? Sine theta is similar to cos of 90 minus theta. Similarly, cos theta is equal to what? It is sine 90 minus theta. Okay. Sine 90 minus theta. We have to use this part here. So sine theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. Therefore, sine 18 is equal to cos 90 minus 18, which is in turn equal to 1 by 4 cos of 72 degrees. 72 degrees. Therefore, this is the correct answer. Okay. So remember this formula, that is sine theta into sine 60 minus theta into sine 60 plus theta is equal to what? 1 by 4 sine 3 theta. That is the formula that you should remember. Okay. Now next question is, here a term is given and we have to find the value of x. What is given? 4 sine inverse x plus 6 cos inverse x is equal to what? This is equal to 3 pi, and we have to find the value of x. So see here, cos inverse x, we know that cos inverse x is equal to what? Cos inverse x is equal to, see, this term is sine inverse term, and this is cosine function, inverse cosine function. So we will try to convert one of them to another form. Okay, either we have to convert this sine into cos inverse or this cos inverse into sine inverse. So we will convert this in, we will convert cos inverse into sine inverse. So cos inverse x is equal to what? It is equal to pi by 2. Cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus sine inverse x. Cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus sine inverse x. So if you put this here, we get 4 sine inverse x plus 6 into, what is cos inverse x? Cos inverse x is pi by 2 minus sine inverse x is equal to 3 pi. So we just replaced cos inverse x using this formula. Now what will be the result here? It is 4 sine inverse x plus this. This 6 into pi by 2 means 6 into pi by 2 is 2, and 2 2 is 1, 2 3 is 6. Therefore, we have 3 pi for first term minus this 6 into sine inverse x is 6 sine inverse x is equal to what? It is 3 pi. Now see this 4 sine inverse x and minus 6 sine inverse x. What is 4 sine inverse x minus 6 sine inverse x? It is minus 2 sine inverse x is equal to 3 pi, and if this plus 3 pi taken on the right hand side, we will get 3 pi minus 3 pi. Therefore, minus 2 sine inverse x is equal to 0. That is sine inverse x is equal to 0. That is x is equal to what? It is sine of 0. That is x is equal to 0. Okay. Value of x is 0. So we just needed this substitution to change this cos inverse to sine inverse. So both the terms become similar. So we can add or subtract it. You have to remember this formula to solve such questions. Now, next question. General solution of sine 2x is equal to cos 2x. What is given here? We have sine 2x is equal to cos of 2x. So suppose if we divide both the sides, divide both sides by cos x. You can also divide them by sine 2x. Okay. So either of them is feasible here. So sine 2x divided by sine 2x divided by cos 2x is equal to cos 2x divided by cos 2x. So cos 2x they will get cancelled. And what is sine 2x divided by cos 2x? It is tangent of 2x is equal to 1. So tan of 2x is equal to 1. Or we can write tan 2x is equal to tan, for which value it is 1. Tangent is 1 for 45 degree. So that is tan 45 degree, or we can write tan, what is 45 degrees in radian, is pi divided by 4. That is tan 2x is equal to tan pi by 4. So if we can write now 2x is equal to what? N pi. So we have to find general solution. So 2x is equal to pi, we cannot say 2x is equal to pi by 4. We have to find the general solution. So 2x is equal to n pi plus pi by 4 for every n belong to Z. We know that. Why it is like this? We know that this function, all these functions are periodic function, tangent, sine, cosine, all these functions are periodic function. So this is needed. This part is needed when the function is periodic. So n pi plus pi by 4, that is x is equal to, we have to find the value of x. That is the general solution. So if we divide whole equation by 2, we get 2x divided by 2 is x. So n pi divided by 2 plus pi by, it was pi by 4, so pi by 4, so it will become pi by 8. Okay, it is pi by 8. See, you have to remember this. Okay, what we have done here, you have to remember this. Whenever tan theta is equal to tan alpha, it implies that theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. Okay, n pi plus alpha. That is what we have written here. Tan, this was our theta. This was suppose alpha. Then tan theta is equal to tan alpha. It means theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. That is 2x is equal to n pi plus alpha. Alpha means here it was pi by 4. Okay, that's how you find the general solution. You cannot just cancel this tan and directly write 2x is equal to pi by 4. This is wrong. Okay. The next question is, an equation is given here. What is the equation? 3 sine square x plus 10 cos x minus 6 is equal to 0. And we have to find the value of x when this question is satisfied. We have to find the, what is asked, when this equation is satisfied. That means we have to find the value of x for which this question will be satisfied. Okay. How can we calculate this? See again here you can see sine inverse, and here it is cos x. So we will try to convert one of them. Okay. So we will convert sine square x. So what is the basic identity of trigonometry? It is sine square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. If we modify this, we can have sine square x is equal to what? Sine square x is equal to 1 minus cos square x. So we will put this value in this equation. We will get 3 1 minus sine square x. So 3 1 minus cos square x. 3 1 minus cos square x plus 10 cos x minus 6 equals 0. If we multiply this 3 into the bracket, we have 3 minus 3 cos square x plus 10 cos x minus 6 is equal to what? 0. So these 3 and this minus 6, they can be added. So we will get minus 3 cos square x plus 10 cos x minus 3 is equal to 0. If we multiply the whole equation by minus 1, we have 3 cos square x minus 10 cos x, 3 cos square x minus 10 cos x plus 3 is equal to 0. So now this equation is in the form of a quadratic equation. See, this is in the form quadratic equation. Okay, so we will use factorization method to solve this. So this 3 and 3, if we multiply them, we have 9. 3 into 3 is 9. So factors can be, so minus 10. We have to find the factors so that their addition will be minus 10. So factors minus 10. Therefore the factors are minus 9 and minus 1. So we can factorize them like this: 3 cos square x minus 9 cos x minus cos x plus 3 is equal to 0. So instead of minus 10 cos x, we wrote minus 9 cos x minus cos x, that is equal to minus 10 cos x. So now for this part, we will solve first and then for this part. So we can, what is common between these two terms? 3 is common and cos x is common. 3 cos x is common here. So what will be remain in this term? It's cos x minus 3. So again we will write it here as well. Cos x minus 3 is equal to 0. So what is common? Minus 1. Okay, minus 1 is common. So we have two factors like this. 3 cos x minus 1 is the first factor, and the second one is cos x minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. So we can write this 3 cos x minus 1, either this equal to 0 or cos x minus 3, this is equal to 0. So we have 3 cos x is equal to 1 or cos x is equal to 3, that is cos x is equal to 1 by 3. So cos x is equal to 3. We know that cos theta always belong to which interval? Minus 1 to 1. It belongs to minus 1 to 1. So this cos x is equal to 3 is not possible. Okay? Both sine and cos values are between minus 1 and 1. They are in this closed interval, minus 1 to 1. They cannot be more than 1 or less than minus 1. So this is not possible. This cos theta, value of cos theta is equal to 3 is not possible. So cos x is equal to 1 by 3 is the answer here. Okay. This is not the answer actually. We have to find the value of x. So the answer is still not over. We have to find the value of x. So cos x is equal to 1 by 3. I will erase everything here. Here. What was the last term? Cos x is equal to 1 by 3 again. So what can we write? X is equal to what? It is 2n pi, as similarly in the last example. Cos x is also periodic function. So 2n pi plus minus cos inverse 1 by 3. Okay. So you cannot write directly x is equal to cos inverse 1 by 3. This is also correct, but it is not the general equation. So it is not the general solution. So for the general solution, we have to write it like this. Okay. So x is equal to 2n pi plus minus cos inverse 1 by 3. So now next example. If minus root 2 are Cartesian coordinates of the point, then its polar coordinates are what? Okay? We have to find the polar coordinate. Polar coordinates. Okay. So here it is given that xy is equal to. So Cartesian coordinates are minus root 2 comma root 2. Cartesian coordinates are minus root 2 comma root 2. We know that value of x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. X is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. This is how you convert Cartesian coordinates to polar coordinates. Therefore, x is equal to r cos theta. What is the value of x? It is minus root 2 is equal to r cos theta. And so, what is the value of y? It is root 2 into r sin theta. Okay. This is suppose our first equation. This is the second equation. Now we have to find the values of r and theta. R theta. So Cartesian coordinate is in the form r comma theta. Sorry, not Cartesian. Cartesian coordinate is in the form x y and polar coordinate is in the form r comma theta. So we have to find the values of r and theta. So here we have two equations. Now we will square them, square it and add it one and two. We will square these terms. Okay. First equation, we will square first equation and then we will square second equation. So what is the square of first equation? The first equation is squared, we will get minus root 2 square is 2. Minus root 2 square is 2 is equal to what is r square of r cos theta? It is r square cos square theta. Similarly for this part, square of root 2 is 2 is equal to r square sin square theta. So now we will add them. What is their addition? It is like this: r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta is equal to 2 plus. Here you can see that r square is common to both the terms, so we will take them outside the bracket. So r square is equal to r square into cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 2 plus 2, it is 4. So r square is equal to what? So what is cos theta cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. You know this identity, basic identity. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So r square into 1 is equal to 4. That is r square is equal to 4. So that is r is equal to plus minus 2. Minus 2 is not possible. Minus 2 is not possible because r is radius, it is distance, so it cannot be as possible. So r is equal to 2. So we have one coordinate now, that is r is equal to 2. What is the value of r? It is 2. Similarly, we have theta is equal to what? How can we find theta? Theta is equal to tan inverse y by x. Theta is equal to tan inverse y by x. That is tan inverse. What is the value of y? Value of y is root 2. The value of x, it is minus root 2. Therefore, root 2 and root 2 they will get cancelled, and we have theta is equal to tan inverse of minus 1. Tan inverse of minus 1 is, when value of tan inverse theta is equal to minus 1, it is at 3 pi by 4. So 3 pi divided by 4. Therefore, the required polar coordinates. What are the required polar coordinates there? R comma theta. That's how you write it. The r comma theta is equal to 2 comma 3 pi by 4. 2 comma 3 pi by 4. So you have to remember how Cartesian coordinates are converted to polar coordinates. This is the conversion actually. X is written as r cos theta and y is written as r sin theta. You have to, every time you get these conditions, you have to square and add them. You will get first value of r. Then you have to use this formula. theta is equal to tan inverse y by x. We will find value of theta as well. So r theta is the polar coordinate. Next question is, see now a complex number is given here. A complex number is given and we have to find its imaginary part. We have to find the imaginary part. Imaginary part means the coefficient of I. We have to find it. So now what is given? 1 divided by 1 minus sin theta plus I cos theta. This is given here. If you see, the given number is a quotient, okay? So it has a numerator and denominator. So whenever you have such number, we will try to rationalize it, okay? We will rationalize it. See, 1 minus sin theta, this part is real part in the denominator, and this part is the real part, this is the imaginary part. So how can we rationalize it? So whenever 1 upon x plus iy is given, how do we rationalize it? We multiply it by x minus iy and x minus iy. We multiply it and divide it by x minus iy. That is the conjugate. What do you call it? Conjugate. Conjugate means if x plus iy is a number, its conjugate is x minus iy. Or both ways. If x minus iy is the complex number, its conjugate is this. Its conjugate is this. Okay. They are conjugate of each other. So 1 minus sin theta, this is a real part and this is our imaginary part. So how do we rationalize it? We will multiply it and divide it by its conjugate. So what is the conjugate of this number? 1 minus sin theta. So here it is plus, so we will write minus I cos theta. Same number we will write in the numerator. Okay, 1 minus sin theta minus I sin theta. Sorry, I cos theta. Minus I cos theta. So we multiplied it and divided by its conjugate. So how do you find the conjugate? Just if you see plus here in the complex number, you will write minus. So that's how you get the conjugate of any number. And we will multiply it. What is in the numerator? You have to write the same number in the numerator. That is 1 minus sin theta minus I cos theta. We have to write the same number in the numerator. Well, that is 1 minus sin theta minus I cos theta. And what is the multiplication in the denominator? The multiplication is, so we will have to use this property a plus b, a minus b. See, they are conjugate, so a plus b, a minus b is equal to what? A square minus b square. That is a square minus b square. So what is value of a here? It is 1 minus sin theta. So 1 minus sin theta square minus what is value of b? It is I cos theta. So we have I square cos square theta. So I cos theta, square of I cos theta is I square cos square theta. So again we can write 1 minus sin theta, 1 minus sin theta minus I cos theta. There is no need to change anything in the numerator at the moment. Now we will square this term. Okay, square this term. So 1 minus sin theta. What is the square of 1 minus sin theta? It is, we have to use a minus b bracket square, which is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So 1 square minus 2ab means 2 sin theta, 2 sin theta plus sin square theta, 2 sin theta plus sin square theta plus, now what is I square? Value of I square, it is minus 1. Remember this, value of I square is always equal to minus 1. So I square is minus 1. So minus minus 1 it is plus 1 cos square theta plus cos square of theta. So we have 1 minus sin theta minus I cos theta divided by 1 square minus 2 sin theta plus sin square theta plus cos square theta. See again. What is this? This is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So the value of this term is combination of this term is 1. So we have 1. In the numerator, nothing is going to change. 1 minus sin theta minus I cos theta. 1 minus sin theta minus I cos theta. So divided by 1 square is 1 minus 2 sin theta plus what is sin square theta plus cos square theta? It is again 1. So again we will write 1 minus sin theta minus I cos theta divided by 1 plus 1 it is 2 minus 2 sin theta. 2 minus 2 sin theta. Now we have a real number in the denominator, and in the numerator we have a real part and an imaginary part, a whole complex number. So now we will split them as like this. Okay, 1 minus sin theta is the first number divided by 2 minus 2 sin theta minus I into cos theta divided by 2 minus 2 sin theta. So this is the real part, this part is our imaginary part. So what is imaginary part? Imaginary part is equal to cos of theta divided by 2 minus 2 sin theta. So that is the correct option. See here, this one is the correct option because cos of theta divided by what is, if we take 2 as common, 2 into bracket 1 minus sin theta. So we have the answer cos theta divided by, sorry, this is minus I. So we have minus here. Okay? Minus cos theta divided by 2 into bracket 1 minus sin theta. So this is second one is the correct option. Next question is Cartesian coordinates of pointer 1 and minus root 3 and its polar coordinates. So similar examples like we have solved. So Cartesian coordinates are xy is equal to 1 comma minus root 3. Cartesian coordinates are xy is equal to 1 comma minus root 3. So value of, we know that polar coordinates are expressed as x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sine of theta. So that is the relation between polar coordinates and Cartesian coordinates. Therefore x is equal to what? It is r cos theta and y is equal to r sine theta. So what is value of x? It is 1. 1 is equal to r cos of theta, and what is the value of y? It is minus root 3 is equal to r sine of theta. So we will square them. So what do we get after squaring them? We get 1 is equal to r square, sorry, r square cos square theta, and we square this term, we will get what is minus root 3 when square, it is 3 is equal to r square sine square theta. Now we will add both these terms. Okay? So we will get 1 and 3, addition of 1 and 3 is 4 is equal to r square cos square theta plus r square sine square theta. So now r square is common to both the terms, therefore we can write r square into cos square theta plus sine square theta. Cos square theta plus sine square theta, that is equal to r square into 1 because sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. That is 4 is equal to r square. As radius is always positive, we have r is equal to 2. Therefore, value of r, that is radius, is equal to 2. So we have to find what is Cartesian coordinate. It is polar coordinate. So it is r comma theta. So we have value of r now, it is 2. Now we have to find the value of theta. How can we find the value of theta? We will use the formula that we used in previous example. Okay? It was like this: tan theta is equal to what? Tan of theta is equal to y by x. Tan theta is equal to y by x. That is theta is equal to tan inverse y by x. It is equal to what? Tan inverse. What is value of y? It is minus root x is 1. So it is tan inverse of minus root. So we have already used. How can we find the general solution for this? This theta is equal to m pi plus 2 pi by 3. This theta is equal to n pi plus 2 pi by 3. N pi plus 2 pi by 3. Or if n is equal to 1. If n is equal to 1, we have theta is equal to 1. For very first term, we have, if 1 is written here, 3 into pi, 3 pi, it is 3 pi plus 2 pi divided by 3 pi plus 2 pi divided by 3, that is equal to what? 5 pi, 5 pi divided by 3. That is the correct option. So 2 comma 5 pi divided by 3 is the correct option. That is 5 pi divided by 3. So you have to remember these two things first. So how relation between polar coordinate and Cartesian coordinates is given. It is given by x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, and theta is given by this. Theta is equal to tan inverse y by x. Next question is, so here we are given polar coordinates. So in previous examples we were given Cartesian coordinates and we have to find polar coordinates. But in this example we are given polar coordinates already. So we have to find Cartesian coordinates. How can we find? So what is given here? R comma theta is given. So r comma theta is equal to what? Half pi by 2. Half into half and pi by 2. So what is the polar coordinate? It is r theta and it is given by 1 by 2 and pi by 2. So again we will use the relation between Cartesian coordinates and polar coordinates, which is given by x is equal to r cos of theta and y is equal to r sin of theta. X is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. Therefore x is equal to what? Value of r is half. Value of r is half and theta is equal to pi by 2. So half cos pi by 2. Therefore x is equal to what? Is half. What is the value of cos pi by 2? Cos pi by 2 means, what is pi by 2? Pi by 2 means 90 degrees. So cos 90 is equal to 0. So x is equal to what? It is 0. And what is the value of y? Y can be given by r is equal to half and theta is equal to sin pi by 2. That is again sin 90 degrees. So y is equal to half into sin 90. What is sin 90? Sin pi by 2. Value of sin pi by 2 is 1. So y is equal to 1. It is half. So therefore Cartesian coordinates. Cartesian coordinate is what? Is xy, that is 0 comma half is the Cartesian coordinate of the given point. Okay. Now next question, value of a term is given and we have to find the value of it. Okay. What is the term? It is cot tan inverse 2x plus cot inverse 2x. So how can you solve this? So tan inverse 2x plus cot inverse 2x. We already know one formula which goes like this. So tan inverse theta plus cot inverse theta is equal to what? It is pi by 2. Remember this. Tan inverse theta plus cot inverse theta is equal to pi by 2. Therefore, we can use the same result for this. Tan inverse 2x plus cot inverse 2x is equal to pi by 2. So cot here theta is equal to what? This is our theta. So but it doesn't change anything. The answer is still pi by 2. So cot pi by 2. So it is equal to cot pi by 2. Now what is the value of cot pi by 2? Cot pi by 2, value of cot pi by 2 is 0. Value of cot pi by 2 is 0. So correct option is first option. Okay. Next question is sin inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to 3 pi by 10. And we have to find the value of cos inverse x plus sin inverse y. So what is given? Sin inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to 3 pi by 10. It is given value. Now we will try to convert these things. Okay. Both these terms we will try to convert them. So what is sin inverse x? How can we write sin inverse x? See the sin inverse x. Simplification of this is sin inverse x is equal to, if you want to convert it in cos inverse x, the conversion is like this: pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. And what is cos inverse x? Cos inverse x or theta. Cos inverse x is pi by 2 minus sin inverse x. We will use these two results here and try to simplify this. Okay. So sin inverse x can be written as pi by 2 minus cos inverse x by using this formula. Okay. If we apply this formula here, we have sin inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. So we applied it here. Now we will use this formula for this one. So what is cos inverse y? The cos inverse y is, we have pi by 2, pi by 2 so cos inverse y is pi by 2 minus sin inverse y. Okay, pi by 2 minus sin inverse y is equal to what? 3 pi divided by 10. Now what is pi by 2 plus pi by 2? It is pi by 2 plus pi by 2, it is pi minus cos inverse x minus sin inverse y is equal to what? It is 3 pi divided by 10. So again we have pi. If you take this 3 pi by 10 on the left hand side, we have pi minus 3 pi by 10 is equal to 2. And if you take these two terms on the right hand side, we have cos inverse x plus sin inverse x. Okay. We will calculate this. What is pi minus 3 pi by 10? It is 10 into pi, it is 10 pi minus 3 pi divided by 10 is equal to cos inverse x plus sin inverse x, which is equal to, what is 10 pi minus 3 pi? 10 pi minus 3 pi, it is 7 pi divided by 10 is equal to cos inverse x plus sin inverse x. So this is the required answer. Okay? So answer is 7 pi divided by 10. So the two identities that you have to remember are here. So sin inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. And cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus sin inverse x. Okay. Next question is tan inverse x. See, what is given? Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to 4 pi divided by 5. Then we have to find the value of cot inverse x plus cot inverse y. So just like the last example, we have to use a different identity here to solve this. Okay, the identity is like this: tan inverse theta plus cot inverse theta is equal to pi by 2. This is a standard formula which is tan inverse theta plus cot inverse theta is equal to pi by 2. Now we have to use this formula for both the terms. Okay, so tan inverse x, so if you shuffle these terms, you can have tan inverse theta is equal to what? Pi by 2 minus, if you take this on the right hand side, so we have tan inverse theta is equal to pi by 2 minus cot inverse theta, isn't it? Pi by 2 minus cot inverse theta. So for this, we will use the same formula. So tan inverse x becomes pi by 2 minus cot inverse x. Pi by 2 minus cot inverse x plus, for tan inverse y we have pi by 2 minus cot inverse y is equal to 4 pi divided by 1. So this pi by 2 plus pi by 2, it becomes pi minus cot inverse x minus cot inverse y is equal to 4 pi by 5. So we will take this 4 pi by 5 on the left hand side, and we will take these two terms on the right hand side. So we have pi minus 4 pi divided by 5 first, and then we will take these terms, trigonometric terms on the right hand side. So we have cot inverse x plus cot inverse y. So now we will solve this left hand side. Pi minus 4 pi by 5 is equal to pi into pi, it is 5 pi minus 4 pi divided by 5 is equal to what? Cot inverse x plus cot inverse y. So 5 pi minus 4 pi is pi. Pi divided by 5 is equal to cot inverse x plus cot inverse y. So 5 by 5. So this is the correct option. Okay, pi divided by 5 is the correct option. So this was our last example on trigonometric functions. Now we will see some questions on circle. You get questions on circle. We will solve some questions on topic of circle. So first question is, the equation of circle whose diameter lies on 3x plus 5y minus 7 and 2x minus y is equal to 4, which passes through point minus y comma point. So we have to put. So these are two lines, and it is said that diameter lies on these two lines. Okay? Equation of circle whose diameter lies on these two lines. Okay, and the circle passes through this point. So we have to find the equation of that circle. So first we have two equation of lines, that are 3x plus 5y is equal to minus 7. Another equation is 2x minus y is equal to 4. So we will solve this equation first. So when we solve this, we will get the center. Okay. So how can we solve this? 3x plus 5y. The first 3x plus 5. First equation is 3x plus 5y. So we will multiply this equation by. So in order to make this coefficient of y 5 in this equation as well, we will try to multiply this equation by 5. So we have 10x minus 5y 20. This is our suppose second equation. This is our first equation. So we have 10x minus 5y is equal to 20, and add it with 3x plus 5y is equal to minus 7. So 10x plus 3x is equal to 13x. With minus 5 plus 5y they will get cancelled, and 20 minus 7 it is 30. And x is equal to 1, it is 1. So x is equal to 1. Again we will put this in this equation. So 2x minus y is equal to what? 4. So 2 into when x is equal to 1 is put in this equation, we have 2 into 1 minus y is equal to 4. So 2 minus y is equal to 4, that is 2 minus 4 is equal to y, that is y is equal to minus 2. So x comma y is equal to what? It is equal to 1 comma minus 2, and it is here the equation of circle whose diameter lies on 3x plus 5y and 2x minus y is equal to 4. So diameter lies on this. It means that the center is the intersection of those lines. Those two lines are intersected. Therefore, its center must be on the intersection point. Therefore, center is 1 comma minus 2 is the center. Again, what is given? It is given that what else is given in the equation in the question? What else is given in the question? It is given that the circle, the required circle, it passes through the point minus 5 comma 1 by 2. Circle it passes through minus 5 comma 1 by 2. Therefore our the equation can be given that. So this is the center, and this is a point which the circle passes through. So therefore we have r square is equal to what? 1 plus 5 square. 1 plus 5 square. So this is the center. This, so suppose this is your circle. This is your center. Center. What is the center? Center is 1 comma minus 2. And this suppose this is this point which circle passes through, that is minus 5 comma half. Okay. So how can so the distance between them is equal to what? It is r. So r square by distance formula. We have to use distance formula. So what is distance formula? R square is equal to, or we can write r is equal to root of this, or easily we can write r square is equal to 1 plus 5 square, that is 1 minus minus 5 square, that is 1 plus 5 square, plus minus 2 minus half square, that is minus 2 minus half square. So if we solve this, we will get r square is equal to what? 1 plus 5 square, it is 36. Okay, it is 36, or 6 square, plus what is minus 2 minus half 5 by 2 minus 5 divided by 2 whole square, which is equal to 36 plus 25 divided by 4. That is r square is equal to 36 plus 25 divided by 4, which is equal to r square is equal to 144 plus 25 divided by 4, which is equal to 169 divided by 4. That is r is equal to what? R is equal to 13 divided by 4. R is equal to 13 divided by 4. So equation, circle equation is given the equation of a circle. We have to find the equation of circle, and it is given that it is given by what? X minus h square plus y minus k square is equal to r square. So what is the value of h? H means x coordinate of the center, which is 1. So x minus 1 square plus what is the value of k? K means the y coordinate of the center. So k is equal to minus 2, that is equal to y minus minus 2, that is y plus 2 square is equal to r square. R square is what? R is 13.4. So r square is equal to 169 divided by 4. 169 divided by 4. So if we solve this, okay, we have to solve the left hand side. We have to solve this bracket, square them, and simplify them in order to get the answer. What is x minus 1 square? It is x square minus 2x plus 1. What is y plus 2 square? It is y square plus 4y plus 4 is equal to 169 divided by 4. So we have x square plus y square, x square plus y square minus 2x plus 4y is equal plus 5. So this 1 plus 4, it is 5, is equal to 169 divided by 4, that is equal to x square plus y square minus 2x plus 4y is equal to 169 divided by 4 minus 5. This 5 is taken on the right hand side. So x square plus y square minus 2x plus 4y is equal to this 4 into 5, it is 20. So 169 minus 20 divided by 4, that is equal to what? 149 divided by 4. So on the left hand side, this part x square plus y square minus 2x plus 4. X square plus y square minus 2x plus 4 divide is equal to what? 149 divided by 4. 149 divided by 4. So that is the correct option. Next example is the radius of the circle passing through the points 5, 7, 2 minus 2 and minus 2, 0 is 1. We have to find the radius of the circle. We have to find the radius of the circle. Suppose this is the circle and it is given that it passes through the point 5, 7. Suppose this is a point, this is our point A, that is minus 2, 0. Suppose this is point B, it is 5, 7. And this is point C, that is 2 minus 2. So it is given that the circle passes through these 3 points. So they must be on the circle. Now what can we write? Suppose HK be the center. H comma K is the center. So what can we write here? For first, suppose A and suppose center is O. So for so this OA, suppose OA is the radius. It must be equal to OB because OB is also the radius. So OA is equal to OB. So by distance formula, what can we write? By distance formula, we can write what is the distance between OA. Mainly for OA is equal to OB, so we can directly write OA square is equal to what? OB square to simplify this. So OA square plus OB square is equal to OB square. So OA square, how can we write it? OA square is given by H. See this H, we are at the moment writing for this. So H minus minus 2, that is H plus 2 square plus k minus 0 square, that is k minus 0 square is equal to, now for OB we have h minus 5 square. So this first is 5 and 7, so h minus 5 square plus k minus 7 square. So h minus 5 square, k minus 7 square. Now we will simplify this again. So h square plus h into 2, that is 2h into 2 is 4h plus 4 plus what is k minus 0, it is k, and square k square. Similarly for h minus 5 square, it is h square minus 10h plus 5 square, that is 25, plus for k minus 7 bracket square we have k square minus 14k plus 7 square, that is 49. So if we simplify this, we have h square and h square is on both sides, so they will get cancelled. And similarly, k square and k square, they will also get cancelled. So we have 4h plus 4 is equal to minus 10h plus 25 minus 14k plus 49. So we have 4h plus 10h plus 14k is equal to 25 plus 49 minus 4, which is equal to 4h plus 10h, it is 14h plus 14k is equal to this. This is equal to 70. 25 plus 49 is 74. 74 minus 4 is 70. So if we divide this whole equation by 14, we have h plus k is equal to what? 5. H plus k is equal to 5. Similarly, for now we will do the same thing for two other points. Any 2 points you can take and solve the same. Now we will solve it for AO. Similarly, AO is equal to what? CO. AO is equal to CO. That is AO square is equal to CO square. Now by distance formula, we will use distance formula. So AO square is given by h minus minus 2, that is h plus 2 square. Okay. H minus minus 2 means h plus 2 square plus k minus 0 square. K minus 0 square is equal to what? For CO, we can write 2 minus h, or h minus 2 square. H minus 2 square plus k minus minus 2 square. K minus minus 2 means k plus 2 square. Now h plus 2 square, if we expand it, we have h square plus 4h plus 4 plus, now k minus 0 means k square is k square. So that's 0. Now we expand this, so we get h square minus 4h plus 4 plus, if we expand second bracket, we have k square plus 4k plus 4. Okay. H square minus 4h plus 4 plus k square plus 4k plus 4. So again, we will cancel out h square and h square because they are on the same both sides. Similarly, k square will get cancelled also. Now we have 4h plus 4 is equal to minus 4h plus 4. So again, plus 4 and plus 4, they will get also cancelled. No need to write anything. So we have 4h is equal to minus 4h plus 4k plus 4. That is 4h plus 4h minus 4k is equal to 4. So 4h plus 4h, it is 8h minus 4k is equal to 4. If we divide them by 4, we have 2h minus k is equal to 1. 2h minus k is equal to 1. Suppose this is our first equation, this is our second equation. Okay, these are our two equations. So now we have to solve these two equations, h plus k. So we will see coefficient of k is 1. Here also coefficient of k is 1. So we will directly add these equations. Add 1 and 2. What will we get? H plus k is equal to 5. And 2h minus k is equal to 1. So when we add them, we have h plus 2h, it is 3h minus k plus k, they will get cancelled, and 3h is equal to 6, which means that h is equal to what? 2. So h is equal to 2. So if we put this h is equal to 2 in equation 1, we have h plus k is equal to 5, means 2 plus k is equal to 5. That is k is equal to 5 minus 2. That is k is equal to 3. So now we have the center is what? Center is hk, which is 2 3 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3 is our center. So we have to find the radius. So I will erase everything first. So this was our circle. Now we found out the center was a 2 3, and take any point. For any point we can solve it. So we'll solve for 2 0. Here it was 2 0 minus 2 0 minus 2 and 0 point minus 2 0. So distance between this point and the circle is equal to what? It is r. Therefore radius is equal to, radius can be solved as radius is equal to what? Root of, by distance formula. Again, this is distance formula. Okay. So we have, this is 2 minus minus 2. That is 2 plus 2 square plus 3 minus 0 square, which is similar to 2 plus 2 square, it is 4 square, plus 3 minus 0 square is 3 square. That is equal to 16 plus 9 is equal to root 25, that is 5. So 5 units is the correct answer. Okay. So initially in the question we were given 3 points and we had to find center of the circle. So we put this A, B and C. This was O. We use AO is equal to BO because both of them are radius, so they must be equal. So AO is equal to BO. After equating AO and BO, and again equating BO and CO, we got two linear equations. So after solving linear equations, we got the values of H comma K. H comma K was the center of the circle. So distance between center and any point on the circle is the radius. So that's how we find out the radius of the circle. Next question. Equation of the circle which passes through the points 5 1 and 7 minus 3, and the center lies on the straight line 3x plus 4x plus 3 1. So first we will draw the diagram of it. So how can we draw the diagram? Suppose this is the circle and it is given that it passes through the points 5 1. So suppose this is point 5 comma 1. So this part is 4x plus 3, 4x plus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. This 4x plus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. So it is said that the circle passes through 2 points. One of them is 5 1 and another is 7 comma minus 3. Suppose center, similar, we will use similar process like we have used in the previous example. So suppose the center is HK. Now we will use distance formula. So suppose this point is O, this point is A, this point is D. So OA, where OA is radius and OB is also radius. So they must be equal. That is OA square is equal to OB square. Therefore, by distance formula, we can write for OA we can write h minus pi square is h minus pi square plus k minus 1 square is equal to root of h minus 7 square plus k minus 3, that is k plus 3 square. So, as we have already squared this term, so we don't have to use square root. So now we will simplify these terms. Okay, what is h minus 5 square bracket square? Is h square minus 10h plus 25 plus k minus 1 square. If it is expanded, we have x square minus 2k plus 1. Similarly, on the right hand side, we have h square minus 14k plus 49 plus what is k plus 3 bracket square is k square plus 6k plus 9. Now we have x square on the both sides, so they will get cancelled. Similarly, k square also on the both sides, so that will get cancelled also. So we have minus 10h plus 25 minus 2k plus 1 is equal to minus 14k plus 49 plus 6k plus 9. So we have minus 10h minus 2k plus 14h minus 6k. So I have taken this minus 14k on the left hand side and 6k on the left hand side. And now we will take this plus 25 and plus 1 on the right hand side. So we have 49 plus 9 minus 25 minus 1. So we have minus 10h plus 14h, that is equal to plus 4h plus 4h. So minus 2k minus 6k is minus 8k minus 6k minus 6 minus 2k minus 6k is minus 8k is equal to 49 plus 9 minus 25 minus 1, it is equal to 58 minus 25 is 50 minus 1 is 32. So if we divide it by 4, we have h minus 2k is equal to h minus 2k is equal to 8. So suppose this is our first equation. Okay, so h minus 2k is equal to 8 is our first equation. Now we will similarly solve for OA is equal to OB. Here also it is given that center lies on the straight line 4x plus 3y plus 1. 4x plus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. So 4x plus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. So if we replace x and y, what is the value of x? xy means center, that is equal to h comma k. So we can directly write 4h plus 3k plus 1 is equal to 0, or we can write 4h plus 3k is equal to minus 1. So now we have, so suppose this is our second equation. Now we will solve one first and second equation in order to find the values of h and 2. Now here you can see coefficient of h is 4, so we will multiply this equation, first equation, by 4. So we have 4h minus 8k is equal to 30. So therefore 4h minus 8k, suppose this is equation star. Now we have to solve these two equations. So 4h minus 8k is equal to 32 minus 4h minus 4h plus 3k is equal to minus 1. So if we subtract this, we have to change the signs first. So 4h minus 4h, they will get cancelled. Minus 8k minus 3k is minus 11. Okay, that is equal to 32 plus 1, that is 33. Therefore k is equal to 33 divided by 11, that is k is equal to minus 3. So value of k is minus 3. So we have one value now, that is k is equal to minus 3. Now we will use k is equal to minus 3 in any one of the equation to find the value of h. So we will use first equation, that is h minus 2k is equal to 8. That is h minus 2 into 3 is equal to 8. So it is minus 3. So h, 2 3 is 6, minus minus it will become plus. So 2 into 3 is 6 is equal to 8. Therefore h is equal to 2. So the center is h comma k is equal to what it is, 2 comma minus 3, that is our center. So now we have to find the radius. Now we have to find the radius. So HP is equal, HK was equal to 2 comma minus 3, that we have found out. Now radius is equal to, now we have to find the radius. So again I will draw the diagram. So this was 2 comma minus 3, and we will take any one of the point to find the radius. So the points were 5 comma 1 and 7 comma minus 3. So we suppose this is A, this is B, this is O. So we have to find either AO or BO, distance between A and O and distance between B and O, one of them, to find the radius. Okay. So we will use any one of the point. So 2 minus 5, suppose 2 minus 5 square. So we will use AO to find the radius. So 2 minus 5 square plus minus 3 minus this 1, minus 3 minus 1 square, that is equal to, what is 2 minus 5? 2 minus 5 is minus 3 square plus minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4 square, which is equal to 9 plus 16, that is equal to root 25 is equal to 5. It is equal to 5. Therefore equation is, x square plus y square. So the center was 2 minus 2. Equation of circle is given by x minus h square plus y minus k square is equal to r square. So x minus h square is given by x, h is equal to 2. So x minus 2 square plus y minus k square is y plus k square. So y minus k square. Value of k is minus 3. Therefore, y minus minus 3 is y plus 3 square is equal to r square. R square means 5 square, that is equal to 25. So now we will expand this. So x minus 2 square is x minus 2 bracket square is x square minus 4x plus 4 plus y square plus 6y plus 9 is equal to 25. So x square plus y square minus 4x plus 6y is equal to what? 25. So this plus 4 and plus 9 they will be transferred to right hand side. So 25 minus 4 minus 9, that is equal to x square plus y square minus 4x plus 6y is equal to 12. That is equal to x square plus y square minus 4x plus 6y minus 12 is equal to 0. So that will be the correct option. Okay. Next question is next question. Now we have to find angle between the tangents to the circle x square plus y square is equal to 25 from the point 7 comma minus 1. Suppose this is our circle. See, what is the standard form of equation of circle? It is x minus h square plus y minus k square is equal to r square. The equation of this circle implies that h is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. That is our, so h is equal to 0, k is equal to 0. That is our origin. So it is centered at origin. Okay. And the radius is equal to 5 centimeter. Radius is equal to 5 centimeter. And one point is given, and we have to find the angle between the tangents to the circle. What is the equation of circle? Equation of circle is x square plus y square is equal to 25, which implies that r is equal to 5. So the point xy is given like this. The point xy is 7 comma minus 1. So we know that equation of tangent to the circle is given by equation of tangent to the circle is given by y is equal to x plus minus r root 1 plus n square. So this is the standard equation of tangent to the given circle. Okay. Now we have to find the equation. So what is value of y? See, what is value of point? It is 7 comma minus 1, that is x and y. So value of x is 7 and value of y is minus 1. So we will put those values here. So y is equal to minus 1 is equal to nx. So value of x is 7. So 7n plus minus, what is the value of r? It is 5 root 1 plus n square. We still do not know the value of n and we are trying to find it. So we have plus minus root 5 7n plus 1. 7n plus 1. Suppose this minus 1 is taken on the right hand side. We have 7n plus 1. 7n 7n plus 1 is equal to plus minus 5 root 1 plus n square. 5 root 1 plus n square. So now we will x square on both sides. Okay. Squaring both sides. We have 7m plus 1 means 7m plus 1 square. We have 49 n square plus 14n plus 1 is equal to what? What is 5 squared is 25 into 1 plus n square. Root of square of root of 1 plus n square is 1 plus n square. Okay. So now we will simplify this again. We have 49 n square plus 14n plus 1 is equal to 25 plus 25 n square, which implies that 49 n square minus 25 n square plus 14n plus 1 minus 25 is equal to 0. So we have 49 n square minus 25. So what is 49 n square minus 25 n square? 49 n square minus 25 n square is 24 n square plus 14 n minus 24 minus 24 is equal to 0. If we solve this, we will get, if this is the quadratic equation, and if we solve this by any method, we will get the values of n that are n is equal to 3 by 4 and n is equal to minus 4 by 3. n is equal to 3 by 4 and n is equal to minus 4 by 3. So what is the value? m1 plus m or m1 m. What is how product of slope is given? m1 m2 is equal to what? It is 3 by 4 into minus 4 by 3, that is equal to minus 1. Therefore, when product of slope is minus 1, we know that the lines are perpendicular. Lines are perpendicular. That is angle between them is theta is equal to pi by 2 or 90 degrees. So that is our answer. Angle between them is pi by 2